What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, and that means today is Rogue Tuesday. Now, today we're looking at a Mewtwo deck. Now, don't get me wrong, Mewtwo Y is very, very dominant in the format right now. We've seen it dominate, win games with Bronzong, Aromatisse. It has been winning cities with it over and over again. And, you know, it says winning with Zoroark as well. But can the other Mewtwo, Mega Mewtwo X, win games or not? I really haven't seen anybody talk about this deck. And today we're going to go over it. And I'm going to show you how great of a deck or how good of a card this is in this deck. Now, first off, let's go over some kind of stuff before we go with Mewtwo. We'll save him for last. Now, we played Landorus. As the attack, Shadow Power 20, attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Now, of course, you're going to use this to Mewtwo to power it up. But if you're going to watch the video, you actually hear me talk about I might cut out Landorus, and I'm still contemplating knocking it out. I mean, it seems cool, Shadow Power to power up your Mewtwo's, whatever, just to get that one energy out. But if you're going first, you always just want to attach a fighting energy to Mewtwo, and then next turn, you usually can just knock out whatever with Mega Mewtwo. So, I don't know. It's up to you. Landorus is a cool card to tank as well. It has 120 HP, has a 1 energy retreat cost, so you can always just send it to the active spot, just let it get hit, and then retreat it next turn, and start attack with Mega Mewtwo. Now, we do play 2 Shaman, of course, for setup, draw to have 6. 1 Hoopa to search for 3 EX Pokemon, and we also play 1 Smeargle as well. It has the ability Second Coat. You may switch a basic energy card attached to your active Pokemon with a different type of basic energy card from your discard pile. Alright, so that's the support Pokemon. Let's go over our main guy, Mega Mewtwo X. Now, first off, we're going to be playing this Mewtwo. Now, don't be confused. You might see, okay, you're like, oh, that's, okay. Oh, you might be like, oh, that's not... Okay, okay. They look like they're different, but they're not different. They're all the same Mewtwo's. I just like to be cute and use different artworks because I don't know why. I have a weird thing that I always like to do that. You can ask my friends. I always play like different energy switches, and I don't know why. I guess I'm weird like that. Whatever. But Mega Mewtwo EX or just Mewtwo EX, whatever. It has the attack Shadow Shot. This attack does 30 damage times the amount of psychic energy attached to this Pokemon. I mean, you could use it, could do 60, but what we're going to use for this Mewtwo is Damage Change. Switch all damage counters on this Pokemon with those on your opponent's active Pokemon. So basically, you're just going to swap damage counters. Now, usually when you use this, the Pokemon that you're using on has 0 HP, and Mewtwo has over 100 damage on it, maybe up to 200. Mega Mewtwo has 238 damage. You can have 220 on it, and then you can damage swap, put that 220 on somebody else, and say, here you go, I don't want this anymore. You can have it, and you'll take their no damage. But our main attack here is going to be this Mega Mewtwo EX. Mega Mewtwo X EX? How do you say this name? That's so confusing. At least Mega Mewtwo Y EX was like a different thing than like Mega Mewtwo like Mega Mewtwo X EX. Like that's, I don't know. But it does Vantage to Strike 150 for 4 energies. That is a lot of energies. But if there's any stand-up card to play, this attack does 50 more damage. And this attack's damage isn't affected by resistance or any other effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So that's great. You don't have to worry about Regice and all that shenanigans. And 200 damage knocks out majority of things in this format. So that's why Mega Mewtwo is such a strong card. Now, of course, it can't knock out cards like it can knock out the Megas. Okay, yeah, it can't knock out the Megas, so we're good on there. But you can just 2-shot them, and if they hit you, you can maybe damage swap. I don't know. You just have to play it out. Manectric X is probably your harder matchup, but what you want to do is just use Landorus early game, Shadow Power, put some damage on him, and then knock him out with the Mega Mewtwo. That's probably your best way to go, which it seems viable for sure. Especially since Shadow Power does 40, and then you can use Mega Mewtwo to kind of sweep them up. The only thing you have to worry about Manectric EX is Rough Seas, because they can heal their Pokemon down to 10 HP. But if they do that, okay, so you attack for 40, they Rough Seas down to 10, and then you can knock them out with Mega Mewtwo because you do 200, which is Manectric EX has 200 HP. So this is going to be our main attacker. We're going to do 200 damage and knock out Pokemon over and over again while using damage change when we need to heal this Mewtwo all the way up. And yep, that's our attackers. And man, I love how there's 3 different Mewtwo's. That's such. I mean, this card's not pretty at all, but these 2 they look amazing. All right, so on to the next thing. We have 2 battle compressors to put energies and supporter cards in there, whatever you need. 3 Mega Turbos, and this is going to help you power up your Mewtwo's fairly quickly. As you see, like I said earlier, Mega Mewtwo X has a 4 energy attack, so it's going to be a while until you start swinging with them. So, Mega Turbos can help you power it up. It can only be attached to Mega Pokemon, so you can't attach anybody else but the Mewtwo. So that's something you have to worry about. I mean, not you have to worry about, but just make sure you remember that. 2 switch to get Pokemon out of the active spot. Now, the cool thing about this deck is everybody, except for Mega Mewtwo, I think so. Okay, so the Mewtwo's and Hoopas all have a 2 energy or more retreat. Hoopa has 2, these guys have 2, and this Mewtwo has 3. But if they license up these guys, you can just manually retreat them and, attach energy retreat. But that's why you have to play 2 switch, just in case that happens. 3 Trainer's Mail just help with consistency. 4 Ultra Ball to get out of any Pokemon. 4 VS Secret to reuse supporter cards. 1 Hex Maniac. Now, I'm in between this and Judge. I'm not sure which is better for this deck. Because once you're set up, you can just judge your opponent down to 4 and be like, whatever, man. Get 4 cards. I'm just going to keep knocking you out. But Hex Maniac seems cool to shut down abilities and stuff like that. Maybe like Crobats and Zubats and Golbats and, Magnezone and Gallade and Zorark and, I don't know, anything with ability. You kind of just shut it down for the turn if you need to. 1 Light Descender to bring a Pokemon off the bench. 3 Birch because, you just always got to risk it. 4 Sycamore. Now we play 3 Dimension Valley. And the reason why we do this is because this Mewtwo, like I said earlier, has a 4 energy attack, but it's 3 and a colorless. And of course, Dimension Valley makes it where your Psychic Pokemon have 1 less colorless attack. Now, this also can where Damage Change adds 2. Damage Change just needs 2 Psychic energies. That's something to look into as well if you need to. And now we play 2 Shrine of Memories. Each player's evolved Pokemon can use any attacks from its previous evolutions. And this means Mega Mewtwo can use the power of Damage Change, which is amazing. Some people are wondering, how do you use that? But that's how you're going to use it. 3 Link, 8 Fighting, and 4 Psychic Energies. And that's the deck. It's a lot of fun. Make sure you check it out. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. And let's see the deck connection. Also, really quick, I just want to give a shout out to Kevin Baxter. At first, when I was making this, I didn't have Shrine of Memories in the list, and then we were talking about Mega Mewtwo X, and he told me about the Shrine of Memories, and I was like, whoa, that's amazing, because I haven't seen anybody play that yet, so there we go. Shout out to Kevin, thank you for the idea, or for basically telling me. Alright, let's see the deck connection. Alright, putting its Claw Gorth, playing a Psychic Colorless Fire deck. Flipping a coin to see who goes first. Of course, like always, we'll call heads and we lost the coin flip. Alright, choosing who wants to go first, and of course they want to go first. And let's see, what are we playing against? And oh man, it's like picking which one which one's worse to start with. I guess we'll start Hoopa. At least we can like compress our way stuff, put down Dimension Valley and play Shaman. Man, it's like 2 cards you don't want to start with. So there's a Zubat, which is great because, Hoopa has weakness to Psychic. There we see a Scorched Earth. Discarding a Fire, drawing 2 cards. Alright. There's a Muscle Band going on to the Zubat. A Sycamore, and let's see, what do they discard? Okay, a Birch. Escape Rope, Vertigo to AZ. And a Crobat. There we see an Ultra Ball. Discarding a Hex and a Lysander, and we'll find out what kind of deck they are playing. A Houndoom deck. So it looks like it's going to be Mega Houndoom versus Mega Mewtwo. Alrighty, there's a Blaze, not a Blaze, I keep calling it Blaze, but it's a Burning Energy. We'll play the Compressor. We'll discard a Fire, a Psychic, and, maybe a Sycamore. That seems fine. Yep, we'll discard those cards. Bump the Scorched Earth with the Dimension Valley, play Shaman, drawing up to 2. Let's see, what do we get? Come on, something good. Alright, we get a Mewtwo. And do we play Birch or not? Let's just touch a Fighting Energy to Mewtwo, and we'll just play the Birch. That seems fine. Because we really can't hurt the Zubat right now. Like, even if we get the Landorus out, it doesn't really do anything. It will just end our turn. Now, to our opponent's turn. If we top deck a Link, we'll be in really good shape. There we see a Fire Energy coming down, a Golbat coming down, can put 20 damage on the Hoopa, and actually knock us out this turn, but we see 20 damage going to the Mewtwo, and we see a Sycamore from my opponent. It's a pretty good turn, too. Alright, now, does he get the Mega Houndoom? He can start using the attack to do 160. Looks like we're going to see it. We're going to see an Ultra Ball, discard Double Fire. Get out of Zubat. He must have the Mega Houndoom already in his hand. Sorry, I keep yawning. Shaman, drawn up to 3. Kind of risky that he didn't go for a Mega Houndoom if he didn't have one already. Unless you want to use Grand Flame instead. Not really sure. But if we don't top... Okay, we see a Supercross 10 everywhere. Alright, so let's think what we're going to do our turn. We're going to top deck Link. Nope, switch. That's not what we need. Okay. Well, what we can do is put down a Psychic Energy, play a Hex, and just Mega Evolve to end our turn. That should be okay. Okay, we'll just end our turn that way. And that way, the Crobats and Golbats can't hurt us. He still can knock us out with Mega Houndoom. But if he does that, we can switch into the Mega Mewtwo and knock out his Mega Houndoom. And nope, just a Swoop Across. Alright. So let's see here. We can Mega Turbo. That seems great. Putting a Psychic Energy... Oh no, we need a Fighting Energy onto this Mewtwo. We can switch into the Mewtwo. And do we have a Lysander? Ooh, buddy. Do we have a Lysander? We don't. Alright, so we'll just Verse Seeker or a Sycamore. And Sycamore hand and draw 7 new cards. Now, Mega Houndoom can do 160 if I remember correctly with the Golbat. 180. And that's not a knockout, so that's great for us. We'll Ultra Ball, discard Ultra Ball to Fighting Energy. And we'll grab another Mewtwo and start powering that guy up. Yeah, there's another Mewtwo. And we'll put that guy down, and we will just Vanish Strike for 200 damage, knocking out that Golbat. Alrighty, so taking our first prize card against this Golbat. Now, does my opponent have a supporter card or not? That's the big question. There we see a Zubat coming up onto our opponent's turn. Like, why would he not have played that? Like I said, the max he could do right now is 180, unless I'm missing something. 20 damage onto his Mega Mewtwo. And, we might have a cool play next turn. It depends if he sends up this Houndoom. They receive a Birch. Come on, Birch. Give him tails. Give him tails, Birch. Alright, cool. So 4 cards for my opponent. They receive the Mega Houndoom, so he can use it. And I think it does... Yes, it'll do 160. And if he does that, we'll have... Nope, just a Swoop Across. Okay. So we are up to 80 damage. Alrighty. Now we have a decision to make. Because if we get a Shrine of Memories, we can actually use Damage Change to move 80 onto this Golbat to knock it out. Now, we have a couple options we could do. We could Shaman. I think I'm going to Shaman, draw on a card. Get Ultra Ball, discard a Fighting and a Verse Seeker, and I'm looking to see if Smeargle's in the deck. And it is. Okay, so we can get the Smeargle. And let's see if, okay, let's see if something else is in here. We have we have 2 Shrine of Memories. Okay, we have 2 Shrine of Memories and multiple trainers as well. So put down Smeargle, attach a Fighting Energy, and we will Sycamore. We are looking for a Shrine of Memories now. Please do not let us down, Pokemon. And, okay, we got it. Good, good, good. So we can put the Shrine of Memories. We can use Smeargle. We can use the second coat. Moving a Fighting Energy to a Psychic. And we can use its second attack. And this will actually knock out the Golbat by moving our damage counter. So with Damage Change, knocking out the Golbat. Putting us at 0 and putting him at 80. There we go. Taking a knockout and taking a prize card. Alrighty. Who would have thought we would use Damage Change? I mean, it would have been cooler last turn to use him as Mega Houndoom to knock it out. But whatever. On to our opponent's turn. Let's see. What will he do? Now, next turn we have the Link. We got a Fighting Energy. We can Sycamore. Discard our hand. And it looks like we're going to see 160 onto our Mewtwo. Now, we could Damage Change. I don't know how great that would be, though. And we just see a victory screen coming up. Oh, he realizes that we can just use Vanish Strike to knock him out. And he'll be in a bad situation. He really couldn't power up anything. And we would have won that game. So there we go. Mega Mewtwo taking a victory against the Mega Houndoom deck. We'll see one more game with the deck here in a second. And hopefully it's another great game. Alright, pretty good. Banassi playing a Grass Psychic Colors. And oh my goodness, they have a Mega Mewtwo X coin. That's well, that's what we're playing. And he knows. And we won the coin flip. Alright, good for us. And of course we want to go first. Alright, so on our turn, let's see what kind of party we... Okay, not... Okay, it's not as bad as last time. We had Hoopa and Shaman. Alright, press done, and let's see what's going to happen our turn. We both get 6 prize cards. There's the Zubat, so continue the theme of Zubats. You know, Zubats are really popular deck nowadays. So Ultra Ball, discard a Dark, or not a Dark, a Fighting, and I guess a Trainer's Mail. I want to hold on to the Shrine of Memories because we don't know how many we have. We'll grab the Hoopa. Does Hoopa, and we'll use Scoundrel Ring, and yes, we like to search for... We're just going to get 2. We're going to get this Mega Mewtwo and this Mewtwo. We already have a Shaman in our hands, so no need to put those down. And we're going to make them face each other. Oh, they're best friends. We'll Shaman for 3. Let's see, what do we get? Come on, Energy. Link, anything? Oh, oh, thanks so much. Okay, hold on, guys. Sidetracked. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, so let's think about this. We'll put down a Landorus, and we will Birch. Let's see what we get here. Heads, alright. I was going to say good luck, but we already said good luck. Attach a Fighting Energy to Mewtwo? That seems fine. We could attach a Landorus, but let's go into this Mewtwo, and we will end our turn. Now, next turn we have the Link. We can get a Mega Mewtwo, maybe a Turbo, maybe an Energy, and we can start swinging for some stuff. Alright, so there we see Love Ball. Let's see, what are we playing against? All we know right now is a Zubat. That's all we know. Okay, Spinarak. Oh, I think I know what this is. This is probably Sceptile, Bats, Ariados. I've heard about this deck a lot. It's been doing pretty well over at some states. They've seen Ultra Ball discarding a Crobat and a Super Scoop Up. And let's see what Bonasi? I'm not sure how to say his name. Y'all know I'm bad at names. They ever seen the Sceptile X? Now, the Sceptile EX can actually one-shot EX Pokemon. It has the Unseen Claw 60 plus 70 if it's affected by a special condition, which is 130 with the Muscle Band 150, and then like Golbats and Crobats, you can actually start knocking out some stuff. We'll put a link on the Mewtwo, of course, but the question is, do we YOLO and go for it? He didn't play a supporter last turn. Yeah, he didn't play one last turn. But maybe he has, like, a really good 2 cards hands. But we're going to go for it. Send this Mewtwo, and let's start the party. Sycamore, do we get this Psychic Energy and the attachment? And no, we whiffed. Wait, no, we didn't. We can still hit it. Okay, we get Compressor. And with this, we can discard stuff we don't need, like Birch, a Fighting and a Psychic. Why do I keep calling them Dark Energies? We'll Compressor again. And let's see, we'll discard some more stuff we don't need. Let's think about this. We don't need Hex. We can keep Shaman for sure. We'll discard Ultra Ball. And I'm just trying to thin out our stuff as much as we can. And our last card can be... I guess a Spirit Link. We have 3 of those. Yeah, we discard those 3. We need a Mega Turbo off this. Come on, Trainer's Mail. Don't let us down. And we got it. All right. The turn 2 Mewtwo's real. All right, so Mega Turbo, getting a Psychic Energy. And we will Mega Turbo again, getting a Fighting Energy. And all right, we're attacking turn 2, doing 200 damage to this Mewtwo, or 180 because of resistance. There we go. Who needs Landorus? Oh, wait. It's not affected by resistance or any other effects on your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, we're good. So we get Ultra Ball. And let's see what our opponent do. It could send the Sceptile, and oh no, Spinarak. So my opponent must have a really bad hand. But man, we got a turn 2 Mega Mewtwo Vanish Strike, or what is it called? Yeah, Vanish Strike. All right. And there we see an Ariados coming down. He can poison his nest, start poisoning us. But does he have anything else? Like right now is up. Would you see? Okay, that's not an attack. I was gonna say, all we see is a poison's nest. And okay, so just the poison. All right. On to our turn. We will just we can Lysander up this Sceptile, bring it up to the active spot, and we can Vanish Strike for the knockout. Take that Sceptile. Alright, another 200 damage going down, and we'll take another prize card. Oh, taking 2 prize cards. Sounds even better. Alright, 2 prize cards taken, double fighting energy. Poison damage kicks in. And let's see, on to our opponent's turn. Does he get down a Pokemon or sport a card? Let's see here. Let's see, what does he get? Oh, buddy. I don't think it's looking good for him. Let's see. Oh, and the victory screen comes up. Oh well, but that's even though we didn't play anything, we're gonna throw that in there. The first game was kind of short. This game was kind of short, and I'm just showing. Look, we got 2 Mega Turbos in 1 turn, but we'll see one more game with the deck, and hopefully it's a good game. We'll play all the way through, and maybe we'll win something. All right, let's see what happens in the next game. All right, we're putting against Fire Knight, 206 playing a dragon, fighting dark colors, and he has the advantage. So let's see what Fire. His name was Fire Knight, but he wasn't playing any fire Pokemon. Don't you trick me. Alright, we won the coin flip. Let's see what happens. Of course, we want to go first. Alrighty, who would have thunk it? I wish Pokemon wouldn't even ask me that anymore. And wow, this turn 1. Oh my goodness. Hopefully, we have Hoopa in the deck. If we have Hoopa, we're good to go. Even without Hoopa, we can Shaman. We're good to go regardless. Let's see what Fire Knight is playing. He is playing some kind of dragon deck, which makes me curious. Oh, maybe it's Noivern. Oh, buddy, is it Noivern? And a friend, John Collier, who got top 8 with Noivern this past weekend. Maybe we'll show that off one day. Alright, we'll grab a Hoopa. Come to me, Hoopa. Fighting energy. Do we put Shiny Memories down? Yeah, sure, why not? Well, Hoopa, okay. Come on, Internet, work with me. Work with me, Internet. Well, Hoopa. And we'll grab, let's see here. We'll grab another Mewtwo. And probably just a Shaman. Like, that's all we can really grab. Okay, so we'll get those 2 guys, put down this Mewtwo. They can't face each other. Oh, best friends not facing each other. What kind of world do we live in? And put down a Landorus, Trainer's Mail, or a Birch. Alrighty, thank you, Birch. Alright, don't let us down though, Birch. Come on, buddy. You gotta flip heads. Come on, you gotta risk it to get the biscuit. Let's see. And oh, we got it. Alright, cool. Well, this is okay, whatever. We'll end our turn. But next turn, we still can knock out this Yveltal turn 2. If we get an Ultra Ball, discard like a Birch and a Fighting Energy, get out Shebe. I don't know, there's a lot of different stuff that can happen next turn. We see a Dark Energy going to Yveltal. I don't even think do we even need Landorus in this deck? And right now, Landorus is not even proving his weight in gold. It's just kind of just chilling there. There we see a Drudigon coming down. I guess that's his dragon Pokemon. It has Revenge. If somebody was knocked out, it does 70 more damage for 90. We see a town map. What? Okay. They're a Compressor, Acrobike, Verseeker, Double Muscle Man, and a Dark Energy. We see an Ultra Ball discarding a Jirachi and a Giovanni Scheme. Shebe gonna draw up to 6. What kind of game are we playing against right now? What are we playing against here? Could be anything. Alright. Well. Let's see. We got some decisions to make next turn. Like, I believe he's going to do 30. I'm not really worried about that. I'm just worried about what else he plays. Like, the max he can do next turn is 30? Or 80. If he can somehow power up this Drudigon next turn, that'd be pretty crazy. I don't know if that's even possible. But we'll have to see what else he puts down. We haven't seen anything else really, just the Drudigon, a Shaman, and the Yveltal. And he had the advantage. So, okay, Ultra Ball, let's see an Escape Rope and Yveltal, getting discard. Let's see, what does he grab here? Maybe a Zoroark, an Yveltal X. Okay, fair enough. Now, we can easily just knock out Yveltal. Has 170 HP. It's easy to knock out because we can hit it for 200 over and over again. So, we're good there. The big question, though, is what do we do next turn? They see a Floatstone going out to the Drudigon. They see a Verseeker, probably grabbing a Giovanni Scheme. That's like all he can really grab. And will he do the plus 20 or draw 5? And let's see. Okay, draw 5 because it has the 2 options. And, okay, so he does play Zoroark. So we will have to watch out somewhat. We see an Acrobike because Zoroark can do max of 180, which can, obviously devastate us pretty badly. And we see an Acrobike discarding a Dark Energy. My opponent has a really strong turn 1. It's kind of scary. It is scary. I'm not going to lie. They were seeing a Blue Wing doing 30 to our Mewtwo. Probably put a Dark Energy in Evital. Because the Zoroark just needs a DC. At any moment, he can kind of just power that up. On to our turn. We get a Compressor. Okay. So we can Compressor. And with this, we'll discard a Hex. What's in our discard pile? Psychics and Fighting. We'll discard Hex, Fighting. And another, I think a Landorus we find in discard. And then we will Ultra Ball, discarding a Mega Mewtwo and a Smeargle. Getting out the other Shaman is prized. Great. Fantastic. Alright, so we'll grab a Landorus, I guess. Putting him down. Putting a Fighting Energy. And we're just going to Mega Evolve to end our turn. I don't think, if I did the math right, he shouldn't be able to knock us out. Yeah, the max he can do right now is 180 with the Zoroark. So I'm not really worried about that. Even 2X can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 120, which is not a knockout either. So we should be okay, but anything can happen in Pokemon Land. But next turn we can Mega Turbo, put a Psychic Energy on the Mega Mewtwo, or maybe just draw into one. We only have 2 in the discard pile. They will see a DC going on the Evital, and will we see this Evital attack or not? We see a letter. Gonna search his deck for some cards. Oh, also we need what is it? We need a Dimension Valley as well to attack this following turn. But will he go? We'll just gotta see what he does. He could do anything this turn, for sure. They receive Ultra Ball, discarding an Enhanced Hammer and a Dark Energy. Okay. Maybe grabbing another Shaman or Zoroark. A Zoroark could be cool. So he can start standing in and retreating at any moment he wants to. I mean, that's what I think. Oh, nope, another Shaman, which is good for us because now we have all 3 prizes on board. We have the Shaman, the Evital, and another Shaman if he decides to play it. There we see a Parallel City, and we have to discard our cards. That's really confusing now, which I'm fine with. We'll discard Shaman. We'll discard Hoopa. And, yeah, that's okay. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm A-okay with that move. Shaman drawn up to 6. Like, okay, now my opponent has 4 prizes on board. Then we see the Zoroark, and now Zoroark doesn't do as much damage either. Huh, okay, fair enough. Maybe my opponent has a strategy. Don't doubt him. Maybe he has a plan. I mean, everybody has a plan, right? Alright, so see a Blue Wing doing 30. Bringing us up to 60, and probably put a Dark Energy on the Evital. Now, next turn, can that Evital EX knock us out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The max, okay. So, Mega Turbo, put a Psychic Energy on Mewtwo, put it on Fighting Energy, and we'll Birch. Now, I know it can knock us out this turn, but come on, Birch, don't let us down, and we need... okay. Well, we'll switch into Landorus. We'll Ultra Ball, discard an Ultra Ball and a Battle Compressor. And with this, we'll get out another Mega Mewtwo. Okay. And we will just Mega Evolve in our turn. Seems fine enough as it is. Alright, so under our opponent's turn, Blue Wing could start hitting us. Now, if he does knock us out with the Evital with his, our Mewtwo with the Evital, we'll be bad shape. But he needs Energy or a Floatstone. Okay, there's a Floatstone. Now he needs a Lysander to knock out this Mewtwo. Let's see, does he have that or not? We're just waiting to see because it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it actually doesn't. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It only does 160 max right now. So he'll need. There's 180 now. And oh, buddy, bringing up the Mewtwo. Okay. All right. We gotta shake it off. Think about this. Move on with life. They ever see Zoroark coming to act spot? Evital's coming up to act spot, and we're about to have a party next turn. Can we knock out this Evital next turn or not? Is the big question. He's gonna go down 4 prize cards. What will he take? He's got Double Muscle Man, a Verse Seeker. Probably the Verse Seeker. I just tried to look at his discard pile real quick so we know what he has. Even though we don't play Judge or anything to disrupt his hand, so nothing we can really do next turn. So he took a Verse Seeker and a Muscle Band. So we'll send up this Mewtwo, and we're just gonna go for it. YOLO time. Our turn. Let's see what we get. A Psychic Energy, so that's one piece of the puzzle. Trainer's Mail, looking for a Mega Turbo and or okay, Dimension Valley. There we go. So we got the Dimension Valley, and now we just need a Mega Turbo, and we can retaliate this knockout right now. Come on, Sycamore. Don't let us down, buddy. And we got it. All right. So we can Mega Turbo, putting in energy, a Fighting Energy. Yes, making sure we got the right kind. Fighting Energy onto this guy, and we will Vanish and Strike for the knockout. Take that Evital EX. Get out of here, buddy. And we will take 2 prize cards. Alrighty. Now, next turn, we can start pounding up another Mewtwo, but we don't have any other Mega Mewtwo's left. This Mega Mewtwo has to go all the way. We see a Zora come down, and we need a, well, we don't have a Lysander yet, which is bad. I thought we've already discarded one, but it doesn't seem like we have. Oh, buddy, that's a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. There's a DC going out of Druddigon. Does he have a muscle band on it? No, he doesn't. Of course, he doesn't have a muscle band. So let's say if he has a muscle band, we could like Lysander up a Shaman and knock it out with the well. Never mind. Don't worry. I was gonna say. All right, we see a Verse Seeker. Let's see what he gets here. Could be anything. Okay, a Giovanni Scheme. So he's actually going to hit us for 110 with this Druddigon, if that's what he decides to do. So Giovanni Scheme. So everybody has plus 20. Okay. Trainer's Mill, looking for something. I'm not sure what he's looking for. A Super Rod. Okay. Okay, so Super Rod. Getting back probably an Evital and some stuff. Some stuff. So an Evital Dark in the Dark. Okay. And let's see, that Druddigon's going to come up and hit us for 110. We're not weak to, okay, making sure we're not weak to the Dark or Dragon Pokemon. Alright, so 110 onto our Mewtwo. We still have 120 left. So on our turn, we top deck a Shrine of Memories. Oh, buddy. Alright, so let's see if we can pull off this cool play. We will Trainer's Mail, looking for a Lysander, and we got it. Oh, my goodness. So now we can Lysander, bring up the Shaman. Yes. We'll put down Shrine of Memories. We'll attach a Psychic Energy. And we will use, oh my goodness, Damage Change to knock out the Shaman with Mewtwo. Oh my goodness, that is the coolest thing with Damage Change I've done ever. Alright, so taking 2 prize cards. And now, what can my opponent do? He needs to pick up the Shaman or he will lose the game. We have a Verse Seeker for Lysander. Bring up Shaman. He probably never... I didn't even see that coming, but it happened just now. Alright, so on our opponent's turn, Mewtwo is at full HP now. We healed off 110 damage. Oh my goodness. They ever seen Acrobite? Go look at the top 2 cards of his deck. What will he get? Oh, we don't know what he gets. So he does play Glade as well. They ever seen Evital EX come down? They ever see a DC go down to it? We see a Muscle Band going down to the Evital. Unless he plays Energy Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would not be a knockout either. That'll only be 180. So we have won the game. Oh, buddy. Of course, I'm not going to knock out you, Shaman. What kind of Shaman did we knock out last turn? Okay, cool. I was making sure we saved the full art. So it looks like we're going to see a Blitzwing 430 onto our Mewtwo. And it's probably attached to the Evital, of course, to start powering up. But we have the Verse Seeker to bring up the Evital and knock it out for the game. So our turn, we'll Verse Seeker for the Lysander. Bringing up that Evital EX and winning the game. That was a crazy game 3. And we saw the power of Mega Mewtwo. Oh my goodness. And you see how strong of a card this, how strong of a deck this is. Alright, so there we go. 200 damage to that Evital EX. Taking 2 more prize cards, and there we go, victory screen. We didn't even use links at all. We just Mega Evolved, and we got a mystery prize as well. And let's see, what did we get? Oh, buddy, press done. Let's see, what do we get here? And it's 50 tokens. Okay, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. You can see the power of Mega Mewtwo X. Some people have been asking for it. I still like Y a lot, but which one do you like more? Do you like Mega Mewtwo Y? Do you like Mega Mewtwo X? They both have cool potentials. Like that game, we saw how good Mega Mewtwo X was and how you can just heal yourself. Like, oh, I might get knocked out this turn. Nope, I'm just gonna Lysander Shaman and damage swap, knock out your Shaman while healing myself all the way off, putting me down back at 230 HP which is a monster to knock out, like 230 HP. That's so much damage. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Hit that subscribe button. I usually don't ask for it, but hit that subscribe button. It'd be cool if we can hit 4,000 before Christmas time. I know we're like 700 people off or 600 plus, but hopefully you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye.